All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you for October 2025. I am going to talk with you about the astrology as we go through this reading. I'll probably save most of it for the extended, but if this reading is for you, hey, we got Pluto out of bounds, which is going to be happening every year for the next 20 years. We got Scorpio or Pluto out of bounds. We have Scorpio season coming up for you. We got Mars and Mercury going to be in. Mars is already there. Mercury is going to be in your sign. First house, a lot of changes happening. And let's see what the reading wants to bring out first. If you want to learn to read tarot from me or astrology, you can do that with a link in the description box. Trust. And right away, I'm getting the jealousy card and I'm seeing the shift here. Release. Death. There's your card. And past life. Wow. So a lot of karma energy here, karmic energy. We've got Venus moving into your 12th house of Libra. So there can be a relationship that requires you to let go. Very intense relationship, past life relationship, spiritual relationship. There's jealousy, there's trust issues. Wow. This is very powerful. And I feel like your first house is being activated with that Mars and that Mercury. So I feel like there's a sense of, hey, I'm going to do what makes me happy. I'm not going to fight about this anymore with you. I'm not going to be in this. That feels very controlling to me. This feels very controlling. So let's see what's going on. 7 of Wands. We've got the Ace of Wands. Wow. 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Cups and Knight of Swords. Oh, my word. 3 of Wands. It's all about your expectations. I feel like you have... there's definitely some past life energy with this person. There's anger, there's rage. It's like you've romanticized their toxicity, right? Like, forget. I think I was in college and my roommate had a boyfriend who was quite jealous. I know now how toxic that is, but at the time I was a little bit envious of that because he was very outspoken about, you're mine and you're this and, I've chosen you and all these kinds of things. And I didn't realize how toxic that was. Now I can hear it even when I say it to you. But there's something about feeling chosen or possessed, intensity that I almost feel like you have no more stomach for that. If that has been the thing with your relationships this whole time in your life, it's because of some past life connection or past life healing that needs to happen. Okay? 8 of Swords. You believe that's how relationships should be. And that's not true at all. 8 of Pentacles. Time to put your shoulder to the wheel, your nose to the grindstone. But I'll only have eyes for you. Queen of Pentacles. This is about you taking good care of yourself. Putting some effort and time into that. King of Cups. The 8 of Wands. Look at all the 8s we're getting. 8s are about industry, about putting in effort. Page of Pentacles. Putting in effort to something so it will last. This feels very flash in the pan or very fast moving toxicity, very fast moving. 5 of Wands, conflict. 7 of Swords, wow. And the Page of Cups. So I'm getting a little bit, honestly, I'm getting a little bit of teenagery drama. Teen romantic drama. And it's, I mean, it just feels very overdone. Okay. There's something about, so Seven of Swords is about um, uh, something that is going on behind the scenes. Eight of Swords. There's definitely some treachery going on that's causing conflict in your relationship. And I just feel like you don't know about some of this stuff. You don't know about the things that are going on behind the scenes. There could be, this person could be very jealous and very intense, and you don't know what's going on with them behind the scenes. I almost feel like they have other partners, other people in their life, and you're kind of, I mean, this could be a brand new relationship, but boy, is it stirring up some past life stuff. All right, what is this past? Okay. Yep, the Lover's card, Gemini, past life lover, Four of Wands. Yes, past life spouse, Nine of Cups, the Six of Cups. Oh, absolutely. Death. So, past life love partner showing up. I don't know if they've been in your life for a while or this is something new on the scene. I'll take a look in the astrology to see if I can tell. Okay, but it's general, right? So you might have a different experience than somebody else. But this is sort of like there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Other people see it. Other people see it a certain way. I feel like some of you, other people are seeing it like an ideal situation, but there's treachery behind the scenes. Now, this might be, for some of you, this might be a relationship that hasn't happened yet. So I want you to pay attention because of this Three of Wands. This is about welcoming somebody in or allowing something to come into your life. And I don't feel like you see the whole picture, which is interesting because I feel like, Scorpio, you're very good at seeing people's intentions, but there's a lot of passion here. What is this Five of Pentacles? This person doesn't have two nickels to rub together and they're ashamed of it. Nine of Wands. This is a pattern with this person. 10 of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, which is abundance, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So this person may have a lot of money and pretend they have none. If you have had a pattern of dealing with people and there's been money has been part of the issue. Either this person, like I said, has no money, has a ton of money. There's something about worth and value that is being determined by how much stuff we have or don't have. I almost feel like if you in the past had been dealing with someone who had a lot of money and that didn't work out for you, you're almost looking for the contrasting person that has none of that because you believe that the money was part of the problem. Why that relationship didn't work. The money was like a central issue or a central problem. And so it's like, no, I'm not that part of the relationship or that quality in another person. I'm actually looking for someone who's more like this King of Cups. I'm looking for someone who is much more aligned with me in terms of my feelings and everything. There's definitely something about money here that may or may not work for you. And whatever your experience has been, you might be looking for the opposite. Life's about contrast. Yes, that's right. Ace of Cups, 10 of Wands, the Hierophant, yeah, and the Three of Pentacles. So this says to me that this person or this situation may end up like, it may at first seem good that you've got your own money, you've got your power, control, whatever, and that feels really good. However, I feel like there's going to be a sense where you are kind of being asked to do everything. This is the opposite sign here of the Hierophant, which is in your 7th house. And this person is going to be oppressive or have some kind of control issue. Something like that. Something like that. There's some kind of control issue for this person. Scorpio, Seven of Swords. There's definitely a lie here. Five of Cups, Seven of Swords, Five of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Devil card. All right. So Pentacles can be about time. It can be about physicality. It's earth energy. It can be about how much time I spend with you. It can be about self-worth and value, how I value myself. I almost feel, and that's Capricorn energy there, Capricorn, Taurus. I almost feel like the worth and value thing is going to need to be measured another way. You're going to need to measure your worth and value another way. And I feel like that's what's happening when we have Mars and Mercury in that first house in Scorpio. Mars is in domicile in your sign of Scorpio. It's a historical ruler. Current ruler, Pluto. Pluto right now is out of bounds. And what that means is all the ellipticals that planets travel, it may be going, it's out of the degree range further away from the sun than it usually gets. So it's kind of like impulsive. I mean, Pluto is also about power, right? And it is your modern ruler. So the Pluto out of bounds is hitting your fourth house. There might be some kind of loyalty test here where you might do something really shocking to prove your loyalty to this person, or you might demand that they do something really shocking in order to prove their loyalty, to get them like out of their comfort zone. There may be something like that, because I feel like there's a lot of secrecy, a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes here. And it's like, it looks good on paper, but we don't play the games on paper, do we? We don't. So this Five of Cups and Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is confusion. Five of Cups is loss. Seven of Swords is lying. Five of Wands is conflict. And there's apologies, but then it happens again. This is one of the things to pay attention to, all right? Because Juno is moving into your second house of self-worth and value, and really wanting some kind of spiritual partner. I can see that. We'll talk about this when we get to the grand air trine, Venus in Libra in your 12th house, Uranus and Gemini in the 8th house, and Pluto and Aquarius in the 4th house. There's something very spiritual. Those are all water houses. And those are very, it's sort of like your ideas around spiritual partnership are changing, or you're healing those ideas around spiritual partnership. You're really wanting one, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes here. And I feel like the honest truth is this person is trying to confuse you. This person is trying to take control or power over you, even though it seems like you're the one with all the power. All right. It seems that way, but that's not really what's happening here. The more you get involved with this person, the more you might do for them, especially if you're the one with money, the more you might do for them. And then they end up draining you. Okay. Like, oh, I don't have this, and oh, I can't go on vacation, and oh, I don't have the money for that, or whatever. And you end up doing it all for them. They end up draining you here. Okay. And so part of what's happening in October is you're needing to really align with your true identity. I feel like this person knocks you off your center. All right, so let's keep going. If this is your reading, I'm going to go deeper into the astrology in the extended. Let's see more about this person. Could be an earth sign. Okay, could be an earth sign. There's something that they're lying about how much money matters to them. They're lying about it. Okay. All right, Scorpio, if this is your reading, link is below. I will see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.